In 2018-19, Manitoba's film and television production amounted to $251 million, only slightly falling off in 2019-20. The industry is growing, and we're seeing amazing features being created by Manitobans right here. Film festivals honor the people's creativity, and Reel Pride Winnipeg is no exception. One of Canada's oldest 2S LGBTQIA+ film festivals, Reel Pride explores the depths of the human condition and celebrates the diversity and expression of the queer community. Let's get into it.
I'm Ray Desautels. I'm the president of Reel Pride Winnipeg, the Reel Pride International Film Festival in Winnipeg. Been president. This is my second year as president. I've been on the committee for several years. Before that, I was involved in the Reel Pride Committee for a few years. So I've done some volunteer work in the community.
Why did you want to get involved? I think it's always fun to hear the stories about why people want to get involved in these really, really cool things here in Winnipeg.
It's something I enjoy. I enjoy film. I enjoy movies, I guess, like everyone else, entertainment. I had retired and was looking for something volunteer work to fill my time. And I love to give to the community. So I thought it was a good fit. I contacted the president at the time, joined the board, and been there since.
And here you are.
Yes.
I just think it's so fascinating how much of a relationship Manitoba has with film. It's something that you don't really expect or think about too much. We've got a thriving industry here with filmmakers and actors and so many amazing festivals. The Reel Pride Film Festival, of course, the Gimli International Film Festival, and then you also have the Fascination Film Festival. And those are just the three I can think off the top of my head. There's probably more, but it's just so cool to see how film and art is thriving here in Manitoba.
Yes, it's a really big business here, commercially, professionally, amateur, on all levels.
The big question, what is the Reel Pride Festival? What's it all about?
Reel Pride, the Reel Pride International Film Festival is a festival that's grown it's been around since 1985. So it has grown from just showing films. We now have an art show from art pieces done by the queer community. And we also have a short film competition that runs, we get entries from right across the country. So it's three things, but basically the heart of it is a film festival where we get international films that you shouldn't be able to see anywhere else. Maybe if you're on the dark web, but you shouldn't be able to find on Netflix or anywhere else. And we screen a whole bunch of them, and we pick 9 films out to show at our festival, and we run it for a week.
I think it's so cool because looking at the website, the oldest film festival here, like that's really, really impressive.
We believe we're the oldest in Canada and one of the oldest, if not the oldest in North America, but we haven't been able to confirm that. We just kind of take a little bit of liberty with that, but we've been around for a while.
Either way, that's incredibly impressive and so cool to tell. Like you mentioned, some of these movies and things are not stuff you can necessarily find on a streaming platform. And when you're talking about international short films, I am currently loving short films. At the Gimli Film Festival, checking out some of them, the Winnipeg Indigenous Filmmakers Collective, they have a short film program there, and seeing the different works and approaches that people have, it's so fun, the diversity and the just things you can do with a medium.
Right. We got 22 entries this year from across Canada, from BC right to Newfoundland. 8 of them are from Manitoba. So we look great. And one of them is from an Indigenous Manitoba Métis young man. And it's in French. So we're looking, and that made our final selection. So we'll be showing that. They're all different, very touching and romantic to, call it weird or whatever you want.
That's the fun thing about art, right? Like the avant-garde aspect of it. Of course, you can make art that's more really accessible or palatable. I might be the right word for a general public, but then you have things that kind of push the envelope, that are trying new artistic things with the medium, and I think that's what a film festival allows, kind of trying out new things and giving opportunities to young budding filmmakers.
Yeah, I like to say normal is a setting you find on your iron, not on a person. So it's great. The door's wide open.
Well, that's the thing. Like, weird is kind of the spice of life, right? Like, I would consider myself a little bit of a weirdo, and all of my friends are weird in their own sense. And that's what allows us to have so much fun with each other. We're all weird, we're all quirky, and hey, that's just the way I like it.
It can't all be vanilla ice cream. Sometimes you need some chocolate chip mint.
Exactly, exactly. So another cool thing about this festival is, celebrating sexual and gender diverse peoples and exploring their stories and things. And I think especially in the current political sphere that we're
Right.
living right now. And, sometimes people often forget, it's like, oh, these things are happening in the United States. It's fine. We're in Canada. Having conversations with Rainbow Resource Center, Canada was, and I guess still is in some cases, a beacon for like gender and sexuality rights in the world. And we're starting to see that kind of hate-filled rhetoric kind of spreading around currently.
A few years ago, someone made it okay to show hate very loud and very violently. And that's sort of taken root, and it's root here in Canada, Manitoba, and Winnipeg. So we can't just sit back. We still need to be up there and show our diverse voices and celebrate them.
These film festivals and things are a perfect opportunity for that. Come out if someone's interest is like, what is this community? What is like 2S LGBTQ plus? What does that all mean? What does it look like? Well, this might be an opportunity. Go out, go check it out. You'll never know what you'll experience or what you'll learn from there. Learning, kind of getting a glimpse into someone's psyche or someone's exploration through art.
Exactly. There's as many varieties as there are people.
When we're looking at the festival this weekend, you mentioned a couple things. Walk me through, what does the week look like? You mentioned there's an art show, there's the
Right.
shorts program, as well as the feature films.
Tuesday we open up with the art show, and we'll have 2 feature films there. And we usually have opening cake and stuff like that, a little celebration, and that goes really well. Wednesday is our short film competition, so that starts at 7, and we'll show our 11 short films, and they'll be judged and juried. And Film Training Manitoba is partnering with us this year. They're going to run sort of a panel discussion at the end. And the topic is going to be challenges and issues that face emerging young queer filmmakers. So we're going to have a good discussion on that. They'll all be in the audience. They all come with their families and their supporters. So that's great. Thursday, we're doing something new this year. We're having a French night. We always have French films, but we're making a special French night called Soirée Cinéma. And we've chosen 2 excellent films. And one is The Lives of Edouard Louis, and the other one is Arrête tes mensonges, Lie with Me. An excellent movie, excellent movie. And what I like about some of these movies is, although there are men or women or trans people in it, you could take that character out and substitute someone else, make it all male, all female, or non-binary, and the story still tells. So you could place yourself. It doesn't, oh, wow, there's 2 guys in this film, doesn't apply to me. You just take those 2 guys, and that story is your life. It's just really good.
It's the human experience, right?
Yes. And between those 2 films, we have the Cheesemongers Fromagerie that is going to cater, well, it's a French night, so we're going to have cheese and baguettes and things like that. That's included with your ticket price. And that's Thursday. Friday, we call our date night. We have 3 movies. And right now you can go online and buy a pass, get 2 movies, get 1 for free. So there's 3 good movies there. And Queendom is the late one, which is from Russia, which is he's known as a trans idol, drag. I don't know what else you want to call him, but all the hardships, and he's out there. He's out there in their face, and it's quite something. It's quite the story.
There's a lot of powerful stories of people around the world. Although, we're facing challenges here in Canada, a lot of countries don't have the same rights that we have here, and
Absolutely.
protections, and people overcoming adversity, and despite the fear or the persecution, they're out, they're proud, and they're fighting for others like them.
Oh, you see, this guy gets stopped by the police just for being on the street, saying he's got to go. He can't stay dressed like that. It's not acceptable. And it's just, you get a glimpse of what it's really like, and it's pretty scary. So there'll be donuts that night, by the way. Oh, Donuts is coming in and helping us out.
Oh, delicious.
Yes. And on Saturday is our big closing night. It's also our RBC reception. The Royal Bank has been very supportive. They're our presenting sponsor this year. And we have an Indigenous film that's made in Montreal, which is just excellent. And we've got someone who's going to come and bring a blessing before the starting of the film, because it is Truth and Reconciliation Day. We want to acknowledge that. So we'll go on with that. And the last film is Queendom. And Queendom is done in Vancouver. And we're flying in the director and two the actors, who are going to have a question and answer and a meet and greet after the film. And in between the film, we have the Royal Bank reception. So there'll be finger foods and stuff being served. So it's a big night, and we've got something every day, something for everyone. There's a film in there for sure you want to see.
That is a full week, and I think it's just a really fun at film festivals that oftentimes you get to see the creators and connect with them there. The Q&A, it's just so much fun to dissect the creative process. Is like, okay, well, how did you come up with the story, the script for this? Why did you take this sort of approach for this shot? It's so much fun to just have that opportunity to dissect, and it's a great chance for people who might be a little apprehensive or hesitant about being like, well, do I want to try my hand at creating a short film? Maybe this could be the thing that pushes them over the edge, that inspires them to take a chance.
Oh, hopefully, yes, absolutely.
I have another question about the French films. Are there going to be subtitles?
All the films, well, we have some in Russian and some in German, and they all have English subtitles.
Okay, good. I was just going to wonder if I'm going to have to go brush or dust off my French-English dictionary.
Yeah, no, we'll have all the films have subtitles. We have them this year. They're from Germany, Austria, Belgium, France, USA, Canada. Probably missing one or two, but
wow.
So we get them from all over. And what's nice is we're becoming known. This distributors are now contacting us and saying, "Hey, I have this film. Would you consider it for your festival?"
Hey, that makes things a little bit easier.
Yeah. So when they start ringing your doorbell, we're doing good. We're happy.
So, is there something that you're really excited for yourself this year, from the lineup, or just maybe the people coming in, that you're like, yes, this is going to be amazing, super exciting? And of course, the whole thing is going to be amazing and exciting.
Every year I look and I have a film or two I like. This year, there's 3 or 4. Like, if I had to pick favorites, I couldn't give you a favorite. Queendom's amazing. Arrêtez Mensonges is fantastic. Empress of Vancouver. They all tell such great stories. It's just, and they're all done so well. For the longest time when we saw some of these movies, they were, not the best production and stuff. Now they're really, really good quality.
Yeah, they're really kind of like bringing the A game in.
Absolutely. It's all A game for sure.
So it's a real place for film connoisseurs to go check some things out.
Absolutely. And all the trailers are online on our website, reelpride.ca. And it's excellent.
Film festivals like this require a lot of support and a lot of volunteers. I guess but if we're looking ahead and someone feels a little inspired or interested to get involved, how can people show their support for Reel Pride as well as these filmmakers here in Manitoba?
Well, we're still looking for volunteers. Anyone who wants to come work during the festival, if they want to, there's popcorn every night. We serve popcorn every night. Again, that's at no cost. There's always little jobs to do. So there's a volunteer page on our website, and we're actively looking for people to join our board who actually plan the festival. We start meeting in January or February. You get to pick the movies. You see all the movies, the 20 or 30 of them. You get to plan and how you want this to unfold. And we're especially looking for a younger crowd. There's a few guys like me who've been around, but we need the younger crowd to tell us, to make sure that we're still there, and we're still interesting, like our festival, not us, but that the festival is still there, and what do they want to see in a festival.
Yeah, I really like that. There's I've talked with a couple of younger board members and stuff like that, and I think it's a really positive thing to look forward to, get people involved. Sometimes life can feel busy. It can feel like, oh, I'm too exhausted to do something. But you know what? Things like this go a long way, and they mean a lot for a lot of people. So getting involved, hey, I think it's great.
It's the first or second Tuesday of every month for a few months, and gets busier when we get close to the festival. But people have great ideas, and that's what we need. We need this big pond of ideas where we can, that's how we make a festival. Hey, what about this, and what about that, and we didn't think of this. So it's the more the merrier.
Awesome. So if someone's interested in either becoming a board member or supporting as a volunteer, where can they go?
Well, the website, you can go and sign up. There's a volunteer page there, or you can email me directly, president@reelpride.org.
Ray, thank you so much for taking the opportunity to give us a quick glimpse of this amazing upcoming festival. Just as a quick wrapper, when is it taking place? What is happening? And where people can go to get their tickets?
It starts on September 26th and runs till the 30th. So that's in 2 weeks. Tickets are online at reelpride.ca. There'll be a little ticket there. They're sold through Eventbrite. There'll be cash or credit, debit, whatever, at the door if you don't want to buy them ahead of time. You can buy a pass right now for $60, which saves you about $30, $40 off the price of individual tickets. So come on down. There's lots of ways we want to see you.
Have any stories you'd like us to share, or communities we should highlight? Leave a comment on our social media or reach out to us on our website. I'm Ryan Funk. This was You Talk, and have yourself a good one.